Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today, guys, it's Monday morning. I hope you had a great weekend. I did. Very chilled, very nice. Spent time with the family. It was fantastic. Loved it. But we are back in the workshop. We are back on another week. We have got a new project this week as well. I've got to show you that. That's the new AMG that I've got to pick up. That was bought to order. But for today, we are going to be working on the Fiat 500 Pop. Going to get that rear end done. I want to get some service parts done on it, timing belt, all that sort of side of it. Let's see how far we can push that one. So let's bring her in. Let's get cracking. Have a quick walk around. Let's do this. So guys, we're going to be working on this Fiat 500 Pop today. This is going to be part one. We've not started this one before, so we need to really get cracking with this one. As you can see, I have actually got a bumper in colour. The correct one, it's the Pop version, so it hasn't got the chrome strip along the bottom there. She's got that black trim. So that's going to go on. I've got another rear light as well. I've also got the trim for the bumper support, this here, because that was all broken up and split. So got this one here for that side. So we'll get that on there. We've got to pop rivet that in place like that. So that connect up. I want to do a little bit of a pull on this, see if we can get that better. Which I'm going to definitely get that better than that. Might just have a little rub down that as well, and have a little bit of a spray. I've got a little bit of white Fiat 500 spray. I might just touch that in a little bit, make that a little bit better, and then just try and get the rear end completely finished if we can, and then we can move on to the front end, which will be the service parts, the timing belt, the water pump. I want to do all that as well. But yeah, first of all, let's get this back end done. I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Yeah, start work on this one. Let's do it. Right, okay, guys, just want to quickly cut in there. Just want to quickly show you. Well, you just seen me doing it, I've got to be honest. But yeah, you can see that that's a lot straighter than what it was. Still a little bit up, a little bit there. But much, much better. Still want to do a little bit of paintwork here as well if I can. But, you know, it's just all about sort of making it, yeah, pop riveted. This plastic piece back on as well up there. Yeah, you can't screw these on. They've got to be pop riveted on. So I've done that. Cleaned up all around the edges just before I sort of done any sort of spraying and all that sort of stuff or messing around. Just wanted to quickly clean it up so that, yeah, we haven't got to do that after I've done the painting or whatever. So, yeah. But I think we're ready for the bumper, I've got to be honest. Bumper, then put the lights back in. So I've got a replacement light in the end because this side was smashed. So we'll put that back in place. This still needs a good clean, I've got to be honest. I've not even cleared it out. Look at the stuff that's in there. I've not even cleared it out. Not even looked underneath there yet. These are all me bumper and wheel arch bolts. So I'll need them. Yeah, I might just pull this out, just have a look, see what's underneath there, because I don't even know yet. Nothing really, but we have got some tools, so that's good. And a brand new spare wheel, so that's good. So yeah, so that's where we are, but it's looking a lot better now, isn't it? Right, okay. Let me set you up, let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay, so there we go, guys. That is the back end, more or less finished, 95% done. There is a couple of things I want to just address, is like that there. So I just want to address that a little bit, put a little bit of primer, then top coat over the top of that, just to get that a bit protective. The actual colour match is pretty much bang on. That looks pretty good to me, guys. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's have a look at with the boot down as well. That looks smart, doesn't it? Yeah, that colour is good. I like it. It's got a couple of marks on it, but I'm going to try and get them out a little bit and touch that up. It's very, very minimal, I think, scuffs and stuff, but, you know, it's not a new car, as we always said. Again, this side really, really good, apart from there's a little bulge here that I want to sort out. So I'm going to heat it up a little bit and push it back in. I think it's this plastic spent a little bit in the packaging being posted. So, but again, it's just, you know, it is a second-hand part. It's filthy, this car. It's because I wiped it all over. But I'm looking at mainly the colour match, what it's like. But it's really good. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. And obviously I've done the inside now as well. I had to clean it up before I put it all back together because it was just, yeah, it seems pointless putting it all back together and then taking it all back out again to clean it. So it's all been hoovered out, wiped in. I think there was obviously a dog in here. There was dog hair all over the carpet, all over the sides. And there's a few more left on that, but I want to try and get them off as well. Keep going on that. I missed that and I put the hoover away. So I'm going to get the hoover out again at some point on this car because of the interior. But, you know, again, it's just a little bit dusty and dirty, but nothing major. It's a really clean car. Definitely no dog has been in the front. I can tell that straight away. There's no dog hair whatsoever in this car, in the front part, only in the boot. So the dog was definitely chucked in the boot whilst they was driving around. So yeah, it's been a little while since we've had this car. Don't think we've got a service history, have we? I don't think we have. I think I've looked. I don't think we have. No, I don't think we have, guys. What's this? Oh, that's the last tax. Last MOT. And they just mentioned, oh, that's right, they mentioned the windscreen. I mentioned that before to you, do you know? Yeah. Okay. So the last MOT, she had a pass at 46,000 miles. And what are we on now? 46,288. Hold on. 46. Yeah, 46,039. And we are on 46,288. So not long ago as it had an MOT, but I think it's nice to just put a nice fresh one on there. It's good that they put this tape on there like that. Protect the steering wheels. I think that's a good idea. People getting in and out. That just shows to me that someone has thought about it and is taking care. Even though it's, you know, it's a salvage car, someone is still taking care of what it's like. And I think it might be because it went to the body shop, because this one was all stripped down. Do you remember in the boot we had that box with, you know, everything was sort of stripped down and had a look at. So I think that's probably who's done it, the body shop. Maybe I've just chucked some of this over to protect it. I don't think any salvage yard will be doing this. I don't think. But yeah, right, okay, so that's the rear done. Now I want to turn my attention to the front. I want to do the timing belt, the water pump, the service on this one, because like I just showed you, we haven't got any service history with this car, so we just need to do that so that I'm happy, and the next owner will know going forward, no issues with that timing belt, water pump, and a good service. So let me spin the car around. I'll get set up, and then literally we're going to start stripping it and getting to that timing belt. That's the first thing we need to do. So let's do that. Let's keep going. Let's do this. So, okay guys, let me show you what I have found with this one. So I'm just doing my normal strip down, taking it apart and all that sort of stuff, doing my service, getting to the filters. And let me show you what I found when it comes to the filter. That is a brand new filter. Look here, it is absolutely spotless. So someone, even that is normally the first thing to go, is that little thing there. A bit dusty and a bit dirty, but there's nothing on it. It's absolutely spotless clean. So definitely someone has just had a service. It's a real shame that we haven't got any service history on this one. So I bet you any money that this has got a full service history. I bet you any money it has. Someone has forgotten to put the service book back in the booklet. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, so it's just one of them things. But you know, at least I know and I can show the condition of the filters. Even the oil filter is brand new. Like the oil filter down there is brand new. So I'm not even going to change it. I've already dropped the oil, so I will change that. That's a no-brainer. Let me show you the timing belt. What I found. And you can see like that there. Look at that. Look. You see all those marks and all those indications on the actual belt. It's pretty worn, I've got to be honest, and it's definitely the original one, because that mark in there, let me just zoom in a bit for you. There's a mark in here, and that indicates that that is Fiat original. So it's a good job we are doing this, guys, because that is worn. So there we go. I'll set you back up. Let's keep going. Let's strip it down, get to this belt and water pump. I've got the parts over here now, look. I'm doing the aux belt as well, auxiliary belt. So yeah, let's keep going and get to this belt, get it off. Let's do this. Right, okay, well that didn't take long. Let me show you what I've been up to. You just see it, but let me tell you anyway. So that's the engine all locked up. You can see at the bottom, it's got a little plate that locks up the bottom part of the engine, and then I've marked the top part of the engine. You can see there's a marking at the top here, and that relates to that marking there. like that. So when you look through, that point is on that point, if you know what I mean. So yeah, if ever you're doing this, just got to make sure that whatever you mark up, you remember it's you that's got to sort of, you know, make sure that it stays the same, it doesn't move. So wherever you do the markings, just make sure that it's you that's actually putting it back. Unless you've got like a locking, there is a locking tool for this that I think you can get from the other side, but it means a lot of stripping down. And this way, it's a lot quicker. So you can see the old water pump is off there as well. So we'll swap those back over now. Put the new one back in. New water pump, new pulley, new belt. This belt is quite bad actually. This belt. Let me just try and show you. It's like that all the way around. So yeah, pretty worn. A pretty worn belt. Definitely original. That's the original there. So that marking there means it's the original engine timing belt. So yeah, we'll swap it over, put a new Dayco belt in, water pump, pulley, and yeah, put it all back together. So let's crack on. Water pump first, and then belt. So let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, there we go. Water pump and new belt and tensioner all done in place. Yeah, I've done a few of these now, so they're getting a lot quicker. And, you know, I know what to undo. Like on these pop, the pop version of these car, you haven't got air conditioning. The air conditioning compressor normally sits up here. So because of that fact, you've only got the auxiliary belt going from the alternator to the crank pulley at the bottom, and that's it. But it's a lot easier to get the auxiliary belt on and tightened whilst it's like this. So basically, the alternator at the back here, you undo the bolts. There's one bolt there and there's one bolt here. You undo those bolts and it loosens the actual alternator. So that when you want to put the belt on, you put the belt on in place on that pulley, and you pull it, the crank pulley at the bottom, and then let it go. You pull it tight, do the bolts up with it really tight, and then yeah, that's that. But I like to do that at this point here because it's a lot easier when nothing's in, you know, everything's out your way, and it's easy to get down there to get to it. So yeah, done the pulley as well on the actual belt pulley there. Done the tensioner. You just got to make sure you line up. There's a little, I don't know if I'll be able to zoom in. Yeah, can you just see that little nib there? That's got to be in the center of that little arch, and then you turn it with these two little holes here, get it central there, and then you can do the bolt up whilst you're holding it with the tool. These tools here, I'm getting quite a few of them now. Look, just in case we're losing them. But yeah, you hold it with this, and then whilst you're getting the tension, whilst holding the tension with this in the right position, you do up the pulley, the actual bolt in the middle whilst you're holding it. But you always make sure it's tight this side, and then always there's slack on the other side, this side, so that when you do this, it pulls the belt tight, and the actual, the tightness is on the left hand, not the right hand, this side. So yeah, and obviously just check to make sure your markings are still the same on the top here, which is like there and that one there, and it lines up absolutely spot on, perfect. So that ain't moved. The bottom's definitely not moved because that's locked with the plate anyway, so I know that's not moved. So yeah, you know, I think that's gonna be it really. It's a case of just undoing that plate, putting all the bits and pieces back together, put it all back together, and then we'll see if it will start the engine. Hopefully I can do that today, but time is ticking away as normal. But let me see how we go. Let's keep going. Let's box this up and let's see how far we get. Let's do this. So guys, great little day's work this has been, but it will be all for nothing if this don't run properly. Basically, I haven't done the key yet, guys. Gonna do it now. So yeah, let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens. Nice. Sounds sweet. Very smooth. Purring like a kitten. This has been a really quick one, guys, hasn't it? Wow. Surprising myself at the minute. Just how quick this has been. Obviously, still got to give it a clean, you know, but it's, look at the seats. It's like they're just so clean. Honestly, what a lovely little car this is. Still got MOT it, but that'll be in the next episode. So it'll be like basically hopefully this car will be today. One more video on this, so 2 days work, and then it's done. It can go really quick. Nice little car. So yeah, that's where we are. We've done it. Obviously, I've got to test the levels and stuff, make sure the oil, you know, levels there and stuff. But you can see the new Dayco belt as well, auxiliary in there. But yeah, what a lovely little car. So, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. We've done absolute loads today. We have got a second part on this. This is part one. There's going to be one more part, and then this car will be done and up for sale. So that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching me do this. You've seen me do loads of these, and they're all slightly different cars, slightly different things going on. But yeah, that's going to be the end. Take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.